Hey, what's happening, family? Welcome to the all-new SoulBleu 102 FM. Got your boy the Green-Eyed Bandit holding you down. I want you to stay close because we have the distinct pleasure of welcoming Southern Soul superstar, none other than the man, the myth, the legend. Put your hands together for Unkle Phunk. Hey, what's happening, Phunk?
Hey, what's going on, my man? What's going on?
Man, just same old soup, just reheated, man. We're looking forward to some great conversation with a legend in the Southern Soul. First of all, Phunk, man, how did you get the name Unkle Phunk? One of the coldest names in the business.
Well, to be honest with you, I started with a Southern Soul and Gospel label.
Yeah.
And I was going by the name of Prep MC at that time. I was doing techno pop.
Okay.
And what it was, the record company asked me to do some R&B rap stuff, some Heavy D and the Boys kind of stuff. So I did it. And when we got back from Memphis and everything, we came back to Jackson. I was living in Jackson at that time. And, one of the members of the Most Valuable Players there was from Jackson. They listened to it and said, man, Phunk, when they said Prep, man, Prep, that's some funky stuff right there, man. So I said, whenever I reinvent myself, I'm going to put the word funk in there some kind of way.
So there it is. Unkle Phunk,
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, when I saw that name, it was glaring. It just stuck out to me, man. One of the coldest names in the business. And I was really curious how you got that name. Now, speaking of your musical background, man, tell the people a little bit about yourself and how you got to this point in Southern Soul music, because you've done multiple genres of music, various genres.
Yeah. I started in techno dance music initially, and by me doing that and signed to a record company in Jackson, Mississippi, and they whole bread and butter was gospel and blues, so I always got a whiff of that, So we always normally go and record and do all our tracks down in Jackson. Then we go to Memphis and get it all mixed down, and that's where I had a chance to meet all these legends that really put me under their wing. One summer, they just told me to come up there to Memphis, and they put me up under their wing, man, and man, I learned a lot.
That's right. And here we are. So
here we are.
You were involved with hip-hop. You did some production with some of the most recognizable songs in the game. Talk about that, bro.
Yeah. The first one I was involved with was the actual song, The Ratchet with Lil Boosie in Lava House. I was the actual producer on that record there. And from that accolade, I ended up producing the song A Baby by Hurricane Chris, practically his whole first debut album that was signed to Sony and J Records. I produced 90% of that project. And I did that too. And I also, done work with, besides the Boosie, Webby, Fox, Jadakiss, who else? Baby. Not the Baby, but Baby, Birdman Baby.
Sure.
Yeah. See who else? Man, there's so many. Pimp C, Bum B.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's a lot. Spice One. It's a lot of cats I had a chance to, mix and match and do some things with and collab with, man. It's been nice in hip hop for me now.
Already. Well, Phunk, talk about your podcast. You have a really hot podcast where you showcase different artists called Unkle Funk's Juke Joint. And of course, it's debuting on the all-new SoulBleu 102 FM, Oklahoma's home for Southern Soul and Blues.
Yeah.
Talk about Unkle Funk's Juke Joint, bro.
Well, man, I tell you like this. This show leads to other things. So I'm just hold on tight. Grab your seat now. Okay. So basically, what we got going on is we have a lot of artists that I produce, and a lot of artists, want me to help them out, get them promoted and everything. So I decided to start my own radio podcast, which I normally, play their music and give them an interview here and there, and I also have a little fun and poke and have little jokes here and there, and really get educated on the Southern Soul down here, down south. Pretty much.
Okay. So how long have you been doing the show, bro?
Right now we on our 50th episode. So we've been on the stations in Alexandria, Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana. I want to get them all right. Lake Charles, Louisiana, and also Natchez, Mississippi. And we plan on expanding to also Mississippi, and also especially home to you guys also. So we try to expand the show, which it extends to another show that I have that has the same name. It's called the Egyptian Hour Animation, and that's a whole nother animal within itself.
I would. Okay, yeah. Let's get into that. Let's get into that because you've done something. You've done something that I haven't seen really since I would say the PJs. I would say the PJs.
Well, I say this. As we got older, people didn't want to accept it, but it is what it is. Because the old school cat taught me this. And he had a respectable record label. As a matter of fact, that's the guys who I was talking about. I said, man, we got to get this master record for Stan. So I was talking to Stan Lewis' son. And, so, he said, man, Prep. I was Prep back then, so he would call me Prep. He said, man, Prep, man, only thing I do is go back 20 years and you have a sense of Southern soul. So now let's just say we go back 20 years from now.
Right.
All right, and then they say it's 20 years going 20 years back and getting whatever's going on in R&B. Well, we go 20 years back, we got hip-hop in R&B. That's something that nobody didn't want to let in. But if you do that, and you see what scientific say, what the guy told me, well, hip-hop should have been in Southern Soul back ever since, 2000s?
Okay.
Well, 2010.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just saying that everything had evolved, and we have a lot of people that don't want to go out. They'd rather stay at home. So we don't have nothing that relates to us, like the Muddies and all these things. Besides, Tyler Perry, we got other twists that we can do. And that's what I'm doing with this thing, man. I'm bringing that back and putting Southern Soul in the picture so us grown folks can see an animation cartoon that we can enjoy and love and laugh amongst ourselves and giggle like the kids do.
I dig it, man. I dig it for grown folks. Ladies and gentlemen, you're on live with Southern Soul superstar Unkle Phunk, who'll be headlining the 2025 Hobbs Juneteenth Music Festival, June 21st, in the land of enchantment in Hobbs, New Mexico. So talk about your chips, man, because I heard that them things are fresh and flavorful. Let me in, Unkle Phunk, on your own brand of chips, man. What a great honor.
Well, yeah, man, I stumbled in on that blessing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was just in on a meeting, and sometimes people be in the right place, right time. God put me there, and they was discussing who's they gonna, present the project to, and all these things. And I said, boy, you know what sounds good, boy? We had some Unkle Phunk Fatback. Of course, all my peers laughed.
Right.
But the guys that cut the checks, they said, oh, yeah. So they waited till the next day and hit me back and said, Unkle Phunk, we like that idea about the fatback. So, it ain't no but, pork crackers, but they're real nice. And we have them in 2 flavors right now, which is original tenders and hot tenders. I
can dig it, man.
And you can get those at bluesnacks.com. It sounds just like how it spells, bluesnacks.com. And not only you can see me, you can see who we got on there. We got Cupid, we got Jeter Jones, we got Calvin Richardson, we got J1. Everybody got their own chips and flavors. So just check out the website and hey, you might get a whole bundle of conserve chips, baby.
Already, we can dig it, man. We can dig it. We can show enough dig it.
Yeah.
So you are on stage, man.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the things that you bring with you when you're performing? What are the things that you think about when you're up there in front of the people and they're moving with you and in sync to everything that you're doing? How does that make you feel? And what are the things that you think about, man, when you're on stage?
Well, I tell you like this. That's the first thing I go at. I want to make sure that the crowd's feeling me. Y'all reacting with me, so I'm going to go straight and talk to the crowd. That's initially, my brother. I'm going to do that. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want them to miss now one part of the show. So I want their attention. You know, so
that's right.
When I feel that people, you know, I have their attention and our eyes on me, hey, man, I'm finna do my thing like James Brown do. And I'm going to be the hardest working man in show business on that stage.
I know that's right, man. So, coming up, Funk, man, of course, you have, how many albums do you have currently under your belt right now?
Altogether, collectively, I have 5 albums.
Five
right now.
Albums.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a little bird told me that there's a new single and a new album on the way. Let me in, bruh. Unkle Phunk, let us in, man.
All right. Well, I got a new single that's out. It's called Holler Back, featuring Mr. King of Tread Ride Blues himself, Cheetah Jones. Come.
All right.
So, yeah,
Brother
we
Jeter.
got that coming out.
Okay.
The new single, it's out right now. Mm-hmm. In a matter of a few days, probably tomorrow or something. It's going to be out. It's called the Unkle Phunk Juneteenth Hour with Unkle Phunk and Friends. And it's like 2 albums. We have one for the animation series. That's going to drop tomorrow.
Right.
And we have new artists on there. And we also got some big dogs on there. You know, we got Big Yayo on there. We got Cheetah Jones. Uh-huh. We also got Omar Cunningham, you know. Everybody said, how did Unkle Phunk do that with Omar Cunningham? You know. Well, I'm a producer, baby. I do it all.
Yeah, man. So we had Omar down here in Oklahoma City a couple of years ago, and we had the first Southern Soul Festival in the history of this state. We had a 2-day festival on Saturday and Sunday, and Omar was one of the performers, along with Sir Charles and my boy Tyree Neal. And oh man, it was a good time. It was a really good time. We had a lot of fun, man. And it was, like I said, there have been some Southern Soul artists that have performed piggybacked, if you will, off of R&B concerts or a hip hop show, but there had never been in the history of this state a complete Southern Soul show until we brought that thing here and set that thing off, man. We had a really, really good time. Now, speaking of setting it off, man, what can the people expect from you at the 2025 Hobbs Juneteenth Music Festival? Because Unkle Phunk and that's right, I want you to hear that. Unkle Phunk and friends. He's bringing his people with him, too. He's bringing his people. That's right, he's bringing his people.
Yeah,
he's bringing his people.
That's right. I'm bringing myself, yours truly, but I'm also bringing Miss Jennifer Watts, the Fox Lady of Southern Soul, all the way from Newton, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. I'm also bringing Mr. Same Thing out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm also bringing Mr. Juicy, a.k.a. Lester Baker.
All right.
Mr. That's My Boo. He's been all the way from North Louisiana. And yours truly, I'm going to be in the house putting that Wayne on them, telling them to rub my head, baby.
Unkle Phunk, man, I really appreciate your energy, man. You have so much energy and such a really fun brother, man. Just a really, really humble dude, man. I want to talk about you personally, man. You know, the interactions I've always had with you, man. You've always been such a personable, really approachable brother, man. No airs about you. Talk about how you just got that. Because, I mean, man, let's be real, man. Talk to people in this game, in this artistry, and man, some folks are really got that head swole, man. I mean, you know, I think they forget that the same way you go up, the same way you come down. Same way. So just talk about, man, you being an humble brother, because that's been my experience with you, man. You've been always a stand-up, honest Upfront, brother, and I can appreciate it, man.
Well, I mean, a lot of it came from me understanding the wisdom that my mama gave me, before she passed. And I say it a lot of times on my radio shows when I have time to say it on the end of my shows. And I say, be anxious for nothing and be ready for anything.
Heavy as a Chevy.
Oh, yeah. She was heavy.
Heavy as a Chevy. So,
yeah.
Right now you have several tracks on SoulBleu 102. And, of course, we're waiting for that new one with you and Mr. King of the Trail Ride, Mr. Jeter Jones. We're waiting on that new track. But,
man, I thought y'all had it, brother.
No, but tell you what we do have at 7 o'clock, man, every day. We got that Unkle Funk's juke joint in the building. And, of course, in heavy rotation, we in this bit and a couple of other joints as well. Man, Talk about you coming to SoulBleu 102, Oklahoma's home for Southern Soul and Blues.
Man, I'm going to tell you like this. It's a blessing. I've been trying to extend my show, the Unkle Phunk Juke Joint Hour, and I really appreciate being a part of the SoulBleu Express, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it, baby. I'm joining in. I got my ticket. I hope y'all do. I got mine.
Already, man. So, Funk, man, what can we expect June 21st at the Hobbs Juneteenth Music Festival? What kind of energy, what kind of music, what should people expect when they see an Unkle Phunk experience? That's, I don't want to call it a show or a concert, because watching you and doing what you do with your crew, it's an experience.
Yes, it is. And we always call it the exclusive experience.
All right.
What we're going to bring to the table, we're going to bring a mixture, a gumbo of different artists from across the South. And we coming all the way down to the Hobbs and cut up and put it on fire with that good old school Southern soul, some good trail ride music, doing it the juke joint way.
Man, we love it. We love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, Unkle Phunk will be headlining the 2025 Hobbs Juneteenth Music Festival with Unkle Phunk and friends. Also, out of Texas, Southern Soul artist Mr. Rob Black.
All right.
Also, we have 14K, and of course, my girl, Kara Black with the Kara Black Experience, all going down at the 2025 Hobbs Juneteenth Music Festival, headlined by the one and only Southern Soul legend and superstar, my man, 50 grand, Unkle Phunk. Man, we're really, really excited about you being here, taking part of this, man, and looking forward to the energy that only Unkle Phunk and the Unkle Phunk Experience can bring.
That's right, baby. We got you, baby. We're going to bring it to you.
Already.
We're going to bring them bags of fat bags. We're going to bring all that stuff. I'm telling you now, we might bring them fried turkey wings, too. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Depends if I feel like bringing out the whole pie.
No, wait a minute now. Yeah. No, wait a minute. No, we can't. We got to talk about that now. We can't leave before we talk about some fried. Come on, Funk. What's the deal with the fried turkey wings, man? Let a brother in, man.
Man, all thing I can tell you is a South Louisiana thing, man. Everybody, you go to the corner store, you get the little chicken wings.
Right.
And you might can go, on the corner of somebody's block, and they might be selling the smoked turkey leg.
Right.
But we decided to take the turkey wing and fry it like you fry chicken.
Man, you better get on up out of here. Man, you better stop that right. Funk, come on, man.
I'm saying some real stuff, man.
Ooh, ooh, daddy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. All the fat people say, oh. Funk, man, we certainly appreciate you taking the time, man. Looking forward to the Unkle Phunk Experience. He's headlining the 2025 Hobbs Juneteenth Music Festival. It's happening that Saturday, June 21st. Don't meet us there. Beat us there. Keep it locked in for more Southern Soul music and blues with your home for Southern Soul and Blues in Oklahoma. We are the all-new SoulBleu 102 FM. And we out. Stay close.
Wow.